Listen to this alone in the dark. It's just after midnight when the house finally settles. The kind of quiet that only shows up once everything mechanical has finished cycling. No pipes, no fridge click, no cars outside. Just stillness. He's in the living room. Lights off except for the lamp by the couch. Shoes kicked off, phone face down. The TV is muted, still glowing, forgotten. This is normal. This is how nights usually end. That's why it takes him a second to notice the sound. It's faint, easy to miss, almost polite. A soft pressure, like something resting its weight on the floor above him. He tilts his head, listening. The ceiling doesn't creak. There's no footstep. Just a subtle shift followed by a pause. Then another. He tells himself it's the house settling. Old places make noises. Everyone knows that. He reaches for the remote, turns the volume up a notch. The sound stops. He freezes. He lowers the volume again. The room goes quiet. Too quiet. Then the pressure returns. Same spot, same place above the couch. Like something standing still, testing how much of its weight it can use without being noticed. He looks up at the ceiling. Nothing to see. Just shadow. Just paint. He waits. 10 seconds. 20. The pressure moves. Not across the ceiling. Down the wall. He sits up straighter. His skin prickles. The sound isn't a step. It's not dragging. It's more like a careful adjustment, as if whatever it is has realized the wall can hold it. He stands, heart beating faster now, and listens. The sound follows. Not louder. Just closer. He takes one step toward the hallway. The pressure shifts again. It's directly above him now. He stops breathing without realizing it. His chest tightens. The lamp hums softly beside him, suddenly too loud. He whispers out loud that it's nothing. He laughs, just once, trying to break the feeling. The sound answers, a slow, deliberate adjustment. Right above the doorway. He backs away, eyes never leaving the hall. The ceiling there looks the same as everywhere else. No cracks, no stains, nothing wrong. And yet, the air beneath it feels wrong. He can feel it on his scalp, like heat from a body that shouldn't be there. He steps into the hallway. The pressure moves with him. It doesn't rush. It doesn't chase. It matches him perfectly. He turns back toward the living room. The pressure turns too. He understands something then, without knowing how. It isn't following him. It's staying aligned. He walks toward the kitchen. The tile feels cold under his feet. The pressure glides along the ceiling above the cabinets, smooth and practiced, like it's done this before. He stops under the doorway. The pressure stops. He looks straight ahead, doesn't look up, doesn't want to. His mouth feels dry. He swallows. The pressure lowers, not all the way, just enough. He feels it in his ears first, a faint fullness, like standing too close to someone who's breathing quietly. He steps back. The pressure rises again. He steps forward. It lowers. His pulse spikes. His hands shake now. He whispers, "I know you're there." Before he can stop himself, the house goes still. No pressure. No movement. No sound at all. Relief hits him so fast it almost knocks him off balance. He lets out a breath, shaky, embarrassed. Tells himself he scared himself, that saying it out loud broke whatever spiral he was in. He takes another step into the kitchen. The pressure drops hard. Not onto the floor, onto him. His knees buckle, not from weight, but from the feeling of being centered, targeted, like something has finally confirmed where he is. The air around his head feels thick, pressed. He can feel warmth now, not heat, body warmth. He doesn't look up. He doesn't need to. Whatever it is, it's directly above him, close enough that if it lowered any more, it would touch him. He realizes then. It waited for him to acknowledge it, and now that he has, it doesn't need to be careful anymore. The pressure shifts again, slower this time, intentional. And somewhere above the ceiling, Something adjusts its position, not to follow him, but to stay exactly where he is. He stands frozen in the kitchen doorway, every muscle locked, afraid that even the smallest movement will change something he can't undo. The pressure above him doesn't leave. It doesn't rise. It stays exactly where it is, like it's settled into a decision. He listens. There's no sound from it now. No scraping, no shift. Just the sensation of something being there. Heavy. Aware. He takes a shallow breath. The pressure tightened, not downward, inward. Like the space around his head has shrunk by inches. He exhales slowly, trying not to panic. His chest feels tight. His ears buzz faintly, the way they do before a headache. He tells himself not to look up, that looking is a mistake, that noticing is what changed everything. But he can't help wondering what it's doing now. Whether it's watching, whether it has eyes, whether it needs them. His foot shifts slightly on the tile. The pressure slides, not to the side, forward. His stomach drops. The sensation moves ahead of him, blocking the path deeper into the kitchen, cutting him off from the rest of the house. He realizes then, it's not just above him anymore. It's positioning. He takes a slow step backward. The pressure follows, staying centered over his head, never lagging, never rushing. His back brushes the door frame. The wood feels solid, real. The only normal thing left. He presses his shoulder into it, grounding himself, trying to remember the shape of the room. The counter to his left, the table behind him, the hall to his right. The pressure shifts again. This time, it lowers just enough that his scalp tingles. He feels it now, not touching, hovering, close enough that the air feels disturbed, like standing under a ceiling fan that isn't spinning. He swallows hard. "Please," he says, barely audible. He doesn't know who he's saying it to. He doesn't even know why he says it. The pressure reacts. It tilts, not away from him, toward his face. His breath catches. His heart slams against his ribs so hard it hurts. He squeezes his eyes shut. The darkness doesn't help. The pressure slides past him, just barely. Just enough to let him feel it move. It passes over his shoulder, then pauses again, now slightly behind him. He opens his eyes slowly. The kitchen looks the same. Same counters, same sink, same dark window over it. Nothing out of place. Except the air behind him feels crowded. He turns his head a fraction. The pressure shifts immediately, staying just out of view. He feels stupid, trapped by something he can't even see. Something that doesn't need to show itself to be terrifying. He understands another piece now. It doesn't want him to see it. It wants to see how much he'll give it without seeing. He takes a careful step forward toward the kitchen table. The pressure retreats, not away, but upward. The relief is instant and overwhelming. He almost cries. He moves again. Another step. The pressure rises higher. He tests it. One step back. The pressure lowers. His hands clench into fists. His nails bite into his palms. He's found the rule. Movement controls distance. He inches forward, slow and deliberate, feeling the pressure lift with every step. The kitchen feels larger with each inch of space it gives him. He reaches the edge of the table. The pressure is high now, near the ceiling again. His chest loosens. His breathing steadies. He allows himself one glance upward. The ceiling looks empty, but the feeling above him is different now. Sharper, focused. He realizes too late. It let him think he was in control. The pressure doesn't drop. It splits. One presence remains above him. Another presses in behind his neck. His body jolts. His skin erupts in goosebumps. The space behind him feels suddenly occupied, close, and intentional. He spins around. There's nothing there, but the pressure above him hasn't moved. His mind races, trying to understand something that refuses to make sense. It isn't one place. It's wherever he thinks it isn't. He backs away from the table, heart pounding, trapped between where it is and where it's about to be. The pressure behind him leans close, not touching, learning. And he knows now. This is no longer about where he stands. It's about how much space it decides to give him. He doesn't know how long he stands there, pinned between two invisible points of pressure, afraid that choosing either direction will make the wrong one closer. His legs ache. His shoulders burn from holding themselves tight. Every breath feels borrowed. The pressure above him shifts first. Not down, not away, sideways, like it's circling him without moving its center. The space behind his neck grows warmer. He resists the urge to flinch. He's learned now, reaction matters. Awareness matters more than fear. He takes a single step forward. The pressure above rises. The one behind him doesn't. His skin prickles as the warmth at his neck sharpens, closer than before. He can feel where it would be if it had a shape, where shoulders would be, where a head would hang. He whispers to himself, counting steps, trying to think of distance like math instead of terror. 1 step. The pressure above lifts higher. The presence behind him leans closer. 2 steps. The kitchen counter presses into his hip. Nowhere else to go forward. He realizes too late what he's done. He's traded ceiling space for breathing room, and it's decided which one matters more. His throat tightens. His eyes sting. He feels small now, measured. The pressure behind his neck shifts again, not advancing, just adjusting. Like it's learning the exact distance that makes him shake. He can't hear it, can't smell it. But the air feels different there, thicker, disturbed. He swallows hard and steps sideways, trying to slide along the counter. The pressure above tracks him perfectly. The one behind him glides too. He stumbles, barely catching himself on the counter edge. Both pressures react at once. The one above drops sharply. The one behind surges forward. His knees buckle. His breath comes out in a broken sound he doesn't recognize as his own. He feels surrounded now. Not by walls, by intention. He understands another rule without being told. It doesn't need more than one body. It only needs more than one place. He straightens slowly, every muscle screaming, trying to reclaim some control. He steps backward. The pressure behind retreats slightly. The one above lowers. His heart pounds in his ears. He's running out of options. He turns his head, just enough to check the hallway. The hallway feels empty, too empty. He takes a step toward it. The pressure above slides forward with him. The one behind does not. The distance stretches. His chest tightens with hope and fear tangled together. Another step. The presence behind him stays where it is. He realizes what it's testing now, whether he'll leave part of himself behind. His foot hesitates. The pressure behind him leans in, close enough now that his skin tingles from ear to shoulder. His eyes fill. His hands tremble. He's exhausted. I can't, he whispers, voice cracking. The house doesn't answer, but the pressure reacts. It doesn't move closer. It settles. Like it's satisfied, he steps into the hallway. The pressure above follows. The one behind stays in the kitchen. The space between them stretches thin, like a wire pulled tight. He takes one more step. The wire feels ready to snap. He knows now, whatever happens next won't be about distance anymore. It's about which part of him it decides to keep. He stands in the hallway, halfway between rooms, every instinct screaming that whatever comes next will happen no matter what he chooses. The pressure above him is steady now. Not heavy, certain. The kitchen behind him feels wrong in a different way. Emptier but charged, like something was left behind on purpose. He takes a slow breath. Nothing changes. He takes another. The pressure above dips slightly, just enough to let him feel noticed again. He understands the final rule too late. It never needed to follow him. It only needed him to move. He steps fully into the hallway. The pressure above settles directly over his head. The kitchen goes silent. Relief washes through him in a wave so strong his knees almost give out. He tells himself it's done, that whatever stayed behind stayed. He turns toward the bedroom, desperate for a door, a wall, anything that feels like an ending. That's when he feels it. Not above him, not behind, inside the space he just left. The air in the hallway tightens, like something is pulling on him from two directions at once. He freezes, heart hammering, afraid to even swallow. The pressure above him doesn't move, but something in the kitchen shifts. He realizes the truth with a sick, sinking certainty. It didn't split to surround him. It split to stay. One part learned how he moves. The other learned how he leaves. The hallway light flickers. He doesn't look back. He doesn't look up. He already knows where it is. He feels it then. Not touching, not grabbing, just aligning again. Above him, behind him, and somewhere else he can't feel yet. His chest tightens. His vision blurs. The house feels smaller than it ever has. He understands this is how it ends, not with an attack, not with a chase, but with the quiet knowledge that wherever he goes next, it will already be there. If you're listening to this, and you've noticed how often you move without thinking, pay attention to the space you leave behind. Some things don't follow you to hurt you. They follow you to learn where you disappear. If you have a horror story of your own, please feel free to drop it in the comment section. You never know. The next story could be yours. Subscribe to The Vault and never walk alone again.